This was the story of a first-gen, low-income student that got into an Ivy League, Brown University. My dad grew up working with his hands. Skin on the inside of his palms is tough and calloused, the result of growing up and working on a salvage yard before reaching the age of 10. My dad didn't go to college. Work was always emphasized above all else. When he became a father, he refused to let me fall into the same fate. My relationship with my dad was math and reading. My bedtime stories came from the textbooks I insisted on picking out from the library, and my early understanding of mathematics came from my dad quizzing me on square roots over the phone from wherever his jobs were, and he asked me what I learned in school. My dad came home from work every day covered in concrete dust, skin tearing from the dryness. Scorching heat or blistering cold, my dad went to work every day and came home ready to get whatever sleep he could before the next day of hard labor. Still, his first thought was always self-sacrificial. He smiled every day and asked me what I had learned at school. When my dad had open heart surgery in 2016, my family struggled. He couldn't work or move easily or even speak out without pain. My mother called our relatives and my teachers pulled me aside to tell me that if I ever needed anything to let them know. We never really asked for help. We didn't know how to, but the people my dad showed kindness to in the 44 years of his life before the surgery came to us anyways. People from across the state gave to my family, to my dad. My dad cried. Within weeks, he pushed his way through his ribs, being torn open and breathing tube down his throat, and he walked laps across ICU. He made friends with the nurses. He ran a 10K 8 weeks out of surgery, and he asked me when he could what I learned in school. I was raised to be an academic success, but my dad also raised me to be a hard worker, to come into every situation with kindness and self-sacrifice in mind. I saw the work my dad put into my future when I was little, and now it was my choice of who I would become. I drowned myself in college classes and extracurriculars. I made the decision to do the hard work with both my mind and my hand. I will be a first-generation student on my dad's side of the family. I will stand for the values I believe in. I will learn as much as I can and strive to apply that knowledge to a better world. I will work every day to have a positive impact on my community. I will make my dad proud. Let me know what you guys think of this essay.